Hey, what's up everybody? ToshaYMiller here, and today we're going to talk about what makes a good book a good book. I know that sounds a little cheesy, but seriously, what makes those books that you just can't put down or that you want to read 50 million times so good? Now, a little disclaimer, this is just my point of view as a beta reader and as an author. Number one, a protagonist connection. Now, I've been reading a lot of stories as a beta reader recently, and that's one thing that I tell the people that I'm working with is that you need to connect the readers to your protagonist, to your main character. So they need to have a fantastic personality, and I need to see them in every single event, every single part of the book. Try to connect it to your protagonist. It's as easy as showing me what is going on inside of your protagonist, what feelings, what past events in their life is creating these type of feelings, like how they feel about something. It's as easy as that, and it's going to connect your readers to your protagonist so much more. Number two, organizing your point of views. So I've read a few books that are written in the third person, and a lot of people think that means that you can just switch people's point of views off and on constantly. So I highly recommend not doing that. Because if you are reading about Susie, your main character, and then all of a sudden you know exactly what Dave is thinking, now, unless she is a mind reader, she cannot actually predict what he is thinking. She can make a guess and she can watch his body language, but she doesn't know for sure. Definitely put those section breaks or between chapters, switch those point of views, because it's just going to make so much better read for your readers. We're going to be like, oh yeah, now we're going to go to the guy, instead of just sitting there like, was that the guy or was that her saying that? I'm so confused. And of course, if you are doing first person, it doesn't switch over at all. You are telling a story from your protagonist's point of view. Number three, having strong writing. Now, I did a video on editing and it talked about a strong writing, so I highly recommend that you look at that. But it's basically tell your story as if it is happening right now. Don't tell me that they're beginning or they're trying to or they're starting to do something. Tell me that they are doing something and this is what happens. There's nothing more frustrating to get pulled out of a person's book by them saying they're starting to do this. They started to walk. Just tell me they walked. And to get rid of the it's, this, that, and unnecessary words, just get rid of them. If your sentence can deal without that or of, then get rid of those things. You don't need them. Number four, shortening your sentences. Now, if you have a lot of unnecessary ramble, like have to, could be must, all these type of things that maybe you have 4 or 5 words that could equally one word or 2 words, get rid of them and make your sentence stronger so it doesn't sound like the person's rambling on. If you need an example, Clara is able to become a queen, but she needs a husband first. That too long. It could easily be with a husband at Clara's side. She could be queen. Number 5, putting humor in your book, especially when you're not expecting it. There is nothing better than reading all this mire and horrible stuff going on, and all of a sudden the writer puts in a little humor. Now, you don't want it to be sick humor. That's a different type of thing. You want it just to kind of lift people's spirits up. Yeah, a lot of bad stuff is happening, but that doesn't mean that you just stop living. And the best thing about living is smiling and laughing at maybe some silly stuff. Maybe someone farted, or something a little more funny where they say a joke, but maybe 4 months ago it would have been funny. Now it's not so funny, but they still all laugh and have that crazy laugh that you can't really stop because it's like, how the heck did my life become this? Number 6, The unknown suspense. You're in a dark house and there's creaking and scratching all over the place. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who it can be. Your eyes are playing tricks on you because the shadows seem to be growing. And then you realize it's only a mouse crawling around. So that type of stuff I absolutely love. I love not knowing what's going on and fearing for the protagonist. That right there, I just warms my heart. It makes me so happy to read. Number 7, having some type of love going on. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to have a love interest. You don't have to have a romance in your book, but some type of connection, a best friend, a brother, a sister, mother, father. By doing that, you are building a connection between the readers and your protagonist. As the oldest, I would definitely do almost anything for my family. That's just how I am programmed. That's how I do things. And to watch a selfless act from your protagonist. They have to save their loved one, whether it's romance, family, friends, whatever. It's going to connect your readers to the protagonist. It also makes the stakes so much higher. You're not just going to lose your life, you could lose your loved one's life. Number 8, not having your protagonist completely amazingly perfect. Give them some real personality and traits, and like a real person, we are not perfect. So don't make your protagonist perfect. It's going to make people angry or just bored. Why are they so good at this? Why don't they ever make mistakes? Number 9, having struggle. So it doesn't matter what type of book you're doing. It could be a romance, it could be a mystery, it could be a science fiction, anything. All of these books need struggle. Without struggle, without struggle, there is no point. Struggle makes everything so much better. I think she wants some attention. And number 10, a good book cover. I don't know how many books that I found over the years where I just gave them a chance because of their book cover. They called to me and then the book was amazing. So I highly recommend spending a little bit more or doing a lot of research and get the perfect book cover for your book. Huh, Zena? Just a good one, huh? Alright everybody, Zena is clearly saying it's enough video for today. So that's all I have for you, and I really hope that this helps. I hope that you take this and you make your book even better. And I will probably be doing more because there's more than 10 things that make your book awesome, right? Those are just the 10 most important in my point of view. Alright, bye!